that was abrupt. Hello. Hello, is anybody here? Am I the only one here? I think I'm not the only one here. Welcome back, everybody. Well, whoever's here. Welcome to the Censor Bar. Welcome to another episode. Thank you for joining me today. Hello. Yes. Okay. Well, thank God. Okay. So, okay. Let me quickly explain to everyone who's watching. Let me quickly explain. First of all, it's just me today. Unfortunately, Amru and Michael could not make it. So you're going to have to make do with the, what do you call it? the counterfeit product today. It's just me and you. Today's episode is going to be a little bit more intimate, if you will. So thank you for joining me today. For those of you who are here, thank you for your time. Now, as to why we started... Oh, well, I'm going back to sleep. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. As to why we started a little late today, unfortunately, despite being alone, I did run into some technical difficulties. As you know, but over here on the Censor Bar, we stream on, I think it's like, let me count. 5 platforms at once. That would be X or Twitter, Rumble, Kick, YouTube, and what was the other one? Twitch. Unfortunately, one of these platforms was not responding to the stream beginning. Basically, if one of the platforms cannot connect to OBS, the entire stream does not begin. And, you know, I could have started streaming without streaming on this particular platform, which is Kick, unfortunately. But I wanted to stream on all of it at once because I don't want any platforms to be missing out on an episode. So unfortunately, because of that, I spent the last 1 hour plus just trying to rectify this issue. Yes. So once again, it's just me today. Unfortunately, everyone who's here, thank you for joining me. I see you on Twitch. If there's anyone on YouTube, anyone on Kick, I don't think there's anybody on Rumble, but I got the chat open. If there's anyone there, just say hello. You know, don't let me know I'm not alone. Since it's you today, are you going to play games today? No. There are some things that I still like to talk about, although I don't want to get into too much detail, into too many topics, because I do want to discuss them with Mike and Amarul as well. But since you're here, since you guys are here, thank you. Today's episode is going to be a little bit more between me and you, you know, just like old times. Whenever I'm abandoned on this stream. Oh, but it's okay. It's okay. I got Nindy. I got Lou. I got Puss. I got Greg and Gerg. They're behind the camera. You can't see. Lou's on the second floor. Nindy's in the storeroom. Puss and Greg and Gerg are behind the camera. You can't see them because the camera's facing me. So yes. Juiced a new Webuer 8972 on YouTube. Thank you for letting me know. Just so you know, you are not alone on YouTube. It's just I can see all the chats. What's the word for it? Combined together on this little app that I got on OBS. So wherever you're from, I'll be able to see your chat. Don't worry about it. Anyways, how's everybody's week so far? How was your how was your week from last Friday? I was about to say how was your weekend, because the previous schedule for the Salty Geese was we streamed on Fridays and Mondays? Yeah. So unfortunately, we only do it once a day now, but it's just me. So how's your week, everybody? How you been? Anybody got plans for Valentine's tomorrow? Anybody got, what do you call it, a date? Or is everybody here just going to be extra free tomorrow? Is it just going to be a normal Saturday for you too. Speaking of which, give me a second. I forgot to share the stream on the Randowiz Twitch channel. No, the Randowiz Twitter account. Give me a second. Having a blast playing Neo 3. How's Neo 3, by the way? I heard they kept the, what do you call it, Type A, Type B bullshit in the character creator, and certain characters had their costumes, like, censored. I know Code Vein did it, and I think Bandai Namco, is it Bandai Namco that's in charge of Neo, or is it someone else? No, it's not Konami. It's basically Elden Neo. Well, who's the publisher for Neo again? I forgot. Don't celebrate pagan holidays. That's a good one. Look, man, you don't have to believe in it, but you can partake in the celebrations. You know, it's just an excuse. We're all going to hell. The character creator aside, Neo 3 is pretty fun. You see, but that's the thing, right? You see, that's the annoying thing. It's like the what do you call it? The creators of Dragon Quest, when they had that interview, that infamous interview where they well, not really complained, but they rightfully criticized the ridiculous censorship and what do you call it? Requirements in order to sell their products in America. You know, the idea that you had to change the male and female to Type A and Type B, and costumes had to be altered before they were allowed to enter Western markets. You know, it's so fucking annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's like they aren't allowed to express their creativities the way it is because of some political agenda. You know, sexy women, no. Sexy men, though, okay. Ugh. But chest size remains untouched, thankfully. Mm-hmm. You can make big booba, not really change from... But you see, that's the thing, right? It's like, what was that? It's like what they did with Elden Ring. It's like, you know, it's... A lot of people would say, well, it doesn't affect gameplay. So why are you making a big deal out of it? See, well, the problem is, if it didn't affect gameplay, if it did not matter, why was it changed in the beginning? It's just annoying. Like, if there's no impact to gameplay, why was it implemented in the first place? If it was so trivial and so... What's the word for it? If it did not carry any weight, why was it changed? It's because it does carry weight. It's because it does matter to the people pushing this stupid shit in video games. Ugh. Pushing this stupid no male, no female, no such thing. Only Type A, Type B. Inconsequential is the word. Yeah. Inconsequential. That's a good way to put it. If it's so inconsequential, why did you change it in the first place? You know, it's not inconsequential. You're trying to push some stupid fucking agenda onto everybody else, invading gaming spaces. Because you know that's where most of the young ones are. Ugh. They needed to fill their gaming news viral headline quota. Not really. I think it's more like, if you don't do this shit, we're not going to let you sell in America. God damn it, dude. Holy shit. Same old bullshit. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, I forgot shit. Okay, hold on. I got sidetracked. I got to share the TheCensorBar. I got to share the stream on... Oh, shit. Sorry. That's... desktop audio. How do I get to TheCensorBar? Nope. TheCensorBar. Yes, we're live on... Where is the stream? It says we're live, but where is the stream? Why are we not live? What? All right. Am I crazy? Are we not live on X? on the Twitter account, it says we're live. But I can't see the stream. I can't. Are we live on Twitter X? I don't see the stream. It says we're live on the TheCensorBar, but I don't see the stream anywhere. What? What is happening? Welcome to the TheCensorBar. We're starting soon. Yeah, I don't see it. Am I crazy? Oh, the Lao, thank you so much for the sub. Why did this not appear in the events log? I swear to God. Oh, why is this happening? Nothing's working. It's all an illusion. Am I crazy? Can people, like, if to everyone who's here, could you go to the TheCensorBar Twitter page, X page, and then could you let me know if there's a stream that's live on it right now? Because we should be live, but for some reason, I'm seeing nothing. Technical difficulties, yeah. I don't know why these things keep happening. Yeah, okay, so that's the announcement. Why are we not live? It's so weird. X is not cooperative. Why not? What's happening? It says we're live. Is the profile picture highlighted in pink and does it say live? It does say that, right? Can you even stream on there? We've streamed all like the previous episodes on X without issues so far. It's yeah. And all of a sudden now it's not working. What's happening? What's happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? If you click on the profile picture on the X page, it brings you to the stream. But for some reason, it doesn't appear on the news feed, and so I can't share it on the Randoist Twitter page. I see it on YouTube. Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Right now, the issue is with X. I know we're live on YouTube. Don't worry. There's a Inferno 4 on YouTube, and there was another mad lad, Juiced New Wibor 8972. I hope I'm saying your name right. Chat is limited, right? Yeah, chat is limited because... Wait a minute, didn't I not set it to everyone? It no work connects. Had a look. Yeah, it's not working. What the fuck? Whatever, I'll figure it out next time. Well, that sucks, though. It's not appearing. Why? Why you do this? Why is it like this? So stupid. Oh well, guess we gotta make do with everywhere else for now. I'll figure it out. You see, this is what I mean. This is why I had like an hour of starting late. It's because of shit like this. You know, things just not working. I'm already watching unsynced audio right now. Well, you save yourself some insanity. You know, just watch on wherever you want. Preferably somewhere you can chat. I don't know. Something's not working right today, but I'll probably fix it in the next one. Oh well. What were we talking about? Neo 3. Yeah. Neo 3. What was another game? Somebody said something along the lines of how can I make this about me? Current day dev. Yeah. Didn't they? No, that wasn't a developer, but didn't the Overwatch character, voice actress, kind of did that with her character or something? You know, started like bitching and whining about how the character is too cute and too fan servicey with the way it looks. And so it's got to be changed to suit the agenda, you know, quote unquote, the agenda. And Blizzard kind of like caved in, and then now the Chinese players are like, man, fuck you, fuck you, Blizzard. Character ugly. Domina, no, the other one. Not the what do you call it? Not the chocolate one. The other one. I forgot what the name was. Shit, but it's voiced by that activist. We're coming to a point where people are acting a bit too entitled to roles as actors. Well, it's not about. I feel like that's not the complete statement. It's more than that. It's just entitlement to their worldview. It's like you voiced a character. Get your head out of your ass. You're paid to do this shit. You can be replaced. You don't own the character. You are not the character. You know? It's how do you say this? You don't get to make demands as though the character is you. Bro thinks she's one of the creators. Exactly, yeah. You know, we're not talking about like, what was his name? Charles Martinet, the voice actor for Mario. But even he got replaced by Chris Pratt in the movie. You know, which makes my point. Like you could voice the character for a long time, but you are still just the voice actor. It's like that Bayonetta 3 actress, you know? It's like the entitlement. Not just to the character, just them as people. They're just entitled, whiny little people. Children. Charles Martinet, we. Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Didn't Blizzard release a controversial scene about the amputee black warrior fighting a glasses character from World of Warcraft? I guess that's what you're saying. I don't know. It's just I'm glad you brought that up. It's like I don't know, man. It's just so strange seeing shit like that in like a guy on a wheelchair in World of Warcraft. You know, like the what do you call it? The disconnect that players and fans feel about that is like, it's a fantasy world where there's magic, where you have literal healing magic that brings people back to life. But this dude's like, nah, man, just leave me a cripple. Make me like a wooden wheelchair. That's gonna be really useful on staircases. It's like, wait a minute. He could they could literally fix your spine, reconnect your nerves in the World of Warcraft. But you opted for a wheelchair that's made of wood. Good luck when that shit gets caught in the rain. God damn. You know what I'm saying? The crippled Spider-Man, yeah, exactly. And not only that, even the latest, what do you call it? The latest trailer. What was it? The Horizon game? What do you call it? Horizon, the one with the fat Reddit, like character in the trailer. What was it called? Hunting Grounds, I think that's what it's called. Horizon Hunting Grounds. I forgot the name already. But it's that fat, like severely obese, clearly pandering character design character. Night Rain. Yeah, but that character, not only is she like severely obese for the world, she's got a peg leg. Now, if this was a pirate game, okay, you know, we could believe that that's a thing. But you're in the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. The dinosaurs are literal walking biomechanical marvels. But you put a fucking stick on your missing leg? Are you kidding me? It's like, wait a minute, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's like, what? Then what do you have the technology in the world for? You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine Gears of War. In the world of Gears of War, the main character uses stones instead of guns, despite the guns existing. It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Super science peg leg, yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, that's so sad. We have technology Patrick moment. Yeah, exactly. So unfortunate. Just when you thought, things were recovering. You know what? There wasn't any signs that the AAA industry is recovering. If anything, it's just they're just doubling down on the eventual downfall and the games industry bubble completely collapsing. I give it 2 years after the release of what's the GTA 6. I believe if when GTA 6 launches, and every AAA company just can't help but overprice their games the way GTA 6 does, while creating this horrible, horrible quality games. That's when they'll. That's when the AAA industry collapses, because not only are your games unnecessarily expensive to make, they're being sold at unreasonable prices that nobody will buy at. And so you spend so much more than you earn back that either the studio shut down, the conglomerate breaks apart, or they start fucking over indie developers. Yeah. I miss that big lady in Horizon Hunter's Gathering. Hunter's Gathering, that's the word for it. Yeah, she has thin face, weird design. She's clearly made to, what do you call it, pander. Like every character over there seems to be some sort of like checklist, like a tick on the checklist. Is he black? Check. Is he Asian? Check. Rainbow hair? Check. Fat? Check. What was it? Disabled? Check. It's like you got all these character designs that are it's just once again pattern recognition. You saw it in every other game that flopped. Concord. What do you call it? Dragon Age Veilguard. The World of Warcraft wheelchair guy. The Lara Croft, what do you call it? The Lara Croft, not TCG, board game that had that one colored individual that had two peg legs. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, you're being really, really blatant with the agenda right here. Yeah, representation is important, but do it correctly. That's the thing. I think I mentioned this in the previous episode. Like, just make good characters. You want to do representation? Just make great characters. Just write good characters. You know, respect the intelligence of your player, and then you'll get good representation. It's that easy. You know, when you do this surface level shit, it only encourages division. So stupid. If it's not the main concern. Exactly, yeah. Representation should be a byproduct, not the goal. The goal should be to create good games, great characters, fantastic stories, you know. And then representation is like a byproduct of that. It serves a purpose. The characters being a certain way, looking a certain way, you know, believing certain things, they need to serve a purpose. If there's no meaning to these decisions, then it's a shallow decision. It's a hollow decision, and everybody sees through that. We're not stupid. Ugh. So annoying. Keep destroying shit. Good characters are the start. As much as Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 are enjoyed, the main character, Ethan, is really bland. Well, I'm not sure about Resident Evil 7 or 8. I haven't played those yet. But, you know, when you talk about, like, what was that character? Shiva from Resident Evil 5. You know, the hot African chick that works with Chris. You got Ada Wong. What was the other one? You got... what was that dude from Resident Evil 4? The Mexican guy? Who had, like, all the quirky comebacks and, like, one-liners next to Leon. You know, these characters were great characters first, and then they just happen to be a certain race for whatever reason. Maybe it's because it's hot. Maybe because they look hot, not temperature, but you know they're sexy. You know, we just need a sexy Asian lady. Oh, I know walk. Whoa. What was it? It was Shiva. She just happens to be African because the game's set in Africa. You know, it's a byproduct. It's a byproduct, like representation, like proper and good representation is a byproduct, not the main concern. Ugh. Let's see. Farin Lothar, the one-armed black woman paladin in World of Warcraft, has a badass design, and in-game you learn she actually refuses to use a prosthetic because she's just too used to her shield. But yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know anything about that character, but that kind of sounds to me, based on the standards that I just mentioned, that sounds like proper representation because her decision and the way she's designed serves a purpose. It's not to check a checklist, you know, just to get subsidies. I think that's how it works. Like if you meet certain ESG requirements, you know, if your characters meet certain requirements, colored, disabled, gay, bi, trans, and you know they're like they're one thing or the other, and if you meet all of these items on the checklist, you get like grants or something. When there's depth, it's cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone here kind of gets it. Not kind of gets it. You get it. You get it. Because everyone here, well, I don't want to speak for everybody, but the idea is if you want to empathize with a character, or rather, you don't need the character to look like you, or think like you, or speak like you for you to empathize with it, for you to identify with it. Because that's just how being a normal human being is. You see the nuance, you see the relatability of the character through their personality, their decisions, their morals, their principles. And then you decide, yeah, I can understand this character. I feel like I can identify with this character because that's something I would do. I would say. I would think. You know? But the people who are pushing all these agendas, typically, they don't empathize with other people like that, you know? They don't see themselves, they don't empathize themselves with other people. They need other people to be a carbon copy of themselves. It's narcissism, it's not empathy. You need to look like me, think like me, speak like me, be like me. Then and only then will I allow myself to empathize with you. Or rather, then and only then will you be allowed to be empathized by me. And it's fucking boring. It sucks. It fucking sucks. It's a self-insert. It fucking sucks. Oh, and trust me, I know a thing or two about self-inserts. Have you not seen the characters for We Live in an MMO? It's annoying. So annoying. Coltrane from Gears of War was so funny and cool. Yeah, exactly. Once again, bringing up Final Fantasy VII as an example. Barrett, he's a person of color. He's black, but nobody saw him as a black character. People saw him as a character, and they liked him. Not because he was black, but because he's funny, well written. He strives to be a good dad. Which is kind of ironic if you think about it, like the racial stereotypes. Maybe that's what makes him stand out so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all about brownie points. Yeah, exactly. was laughing how Rando called Spanish Louis Mexican. I didn't mean this. What? Spanish Louis Mexican. Oh, did I call Louis Mexican? Did I say Mexican? I'm sorry, man. Mexicans and Spanish, you are one and the same to me. Okay, I don't mean that in a racist manner, but lo juro por Dios. You know what I'm saying? You see, Spanish are Spanish people not Mexican? They're not, right? I know that sounds incredibly ignorant, but they're not the same, right? Mexican people speak Spanish, but they're not they're not Spanish people. Wait a minute. Somebody's gonna teach me. Somebody's gonna teach me. Come on. Well, teach me. I used to think Brazilian people spoke Brazilian until I spoke with Cabrutus himself, and he said, "No, we speak Portuguese." I'm like, "What's that? What's that?" And I think, Chet, you guys also mentioned before, maybe years ago, it kind of feels like you did, where I said Spanish people, Brazilian people speak Brazilian, right? And somebody said, no, they speak Portuguese. I thought Portugal speaks Portuguese. Latino people would be more appropriate. I think you mean Latinx. Oh my God, Luis be Latinx. Latinx, boys. Mierda de Santos, eh? Brazilians speak Chinese. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Spanish speak Korean. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. What was it? Wanted to talk about. Next thing you know, Rando's gonna say Indonesian speaks Malay. It's really close. It's really close. If you didn't know that these two were separate languages, you'd think that they were the same. Indonesian and Malay. It's just in certain specific vocabulary. That's where it differs most, but they kind of overlap like 80 to 90% of the time. Sorry. Funny that most of the time Brazilians can understand Portuguese, but Portugueses can't understand Brazilians. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting perk. Yeah. Anyway, what do I want to talk about today? I forgot what I wanted to talk about. Let me see my tabs. There's a few things I want to talk about. There are some things I want to share with Amrul and Mike, but they're not here today. So maybe we'll keep today's episode surrounded amongst ourselves. Between me and the chat. Me and you, the Sun Deers. Here's an interesting one. I can empathize more with a character when they have one thing in common with me and 7 traits vastly different from me than a character who has been tailored to have multiple traits with me in common in the most shallow manner possible. Yeah. That's hard agree. I completely agree. Because that's how people with common sense empathize with each other. You don't expect the person that you're relating to be a carbon copy of yourself. You only expect that if you're a narcissist and you're unable to relate to anyone that's remotely different from you. Right? It's just like you see a character, you respect the individuality of the character, but you see where you guys would make mutual decisions. Or have mutual, principles, morals, understandings. And then you go, yeah, you know what? I like this character. Because I would do the same, I would say the same, I would be the same in this particular situation. You respect the character as an individual rather than demand that his individuality replicates yours. The stuff you want to share with Umbral and Mike can wait. Well, we're gonna have to wait. We're probably gonna have to talk about it next week. But yeah, somebody said the high guard layoffs. Yep, that's one thing. For me, the layoffs are it's unfortunate that they got layoffs, but for me, it's the attitude that followed after that just, it's just the chef's kiss, the cherry on top. Remember how I said, remember how somebody asked, do you think High Guard would be able to recover? And my response to that was, it depends on the attitude of the developers. Did they go into this project with a vision of a good game in mind, some creative some creative vision that they want to attain, or did they enter this fucking field with entitlement? And based on their responses, you want to guess which one? You want to guess which one? Which attitude they had? I swear to God. Open your heart to darkness, Rando, and talk about lewd and etchy stuff. Well, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Oh my God. Them buying the last slot at the Game Awards kind of said that. I don't think, based on the information that's currently available, the High Guard did not buy that slot, apparently. Apparently, it was offered to them by Jeff Keighley, who, by the way, what a fucking asshole. He was so, there's nothing more satisfying than watching some smug ass son of a bitch laugh at everybody before the results are out. And then when the results actually come out and it goes against what they believed, suddenly play victim. Oh, I can't believe this happened to High Guard. Such an unfortunate thing. You bitch. Jeff Keighley, you were fucking telling everybody, oh, I'm going to be waiting for for the apologies in 48 hours. And then suddenly 90% of fucking High Guard's developers got laid off. You fucker. I swear to God, what a fucking asshole. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. It's so arrogant, narcissistic, so immature. Ugh. And I hate it so much because it reminds me of myself back in the day. I know what that feels like. It's fucking immature. To celebrate before the results are out. To be so fucking confident in something you're wrong in. My God. So annoying. Okay, I'll address this real quick. Okay, somebody said talk about the death of Puss. Okay, so first of all, that's a personal topic to me. I know some people are interested in it. Some people don't know it happened, but the ones that do want me to bring it up, I don't know if you want to bring it up as some sort of attempt for me to open myself up or something. But it's a personal topic, and it's not something that I wish to. What do you call it? What do you mean? How do I say this? It's not something I wish to casualize. I just know it happened, never dared to ask because, well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not, it's like going and say, hey, how about, I'm just saying, this is not me hounding on you, right? This is just a general statement. Imagine going to somebody and saying, hey, talk about your dead best friend. You see how that sounds? Yeah, I'm not going to force it to tell. I'm just saying that, some things is just, you got to respect how personal some things are sometimes. I'm okay addressing the issue, but it's just not something you should go around asking people to talk about. Once again, I'm not saying this maliciously. I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm just talking to you as a general advice. Just saying. Anyway, No, I'm not going to talk about it. It's just not something I wish to casualize or make public. Yeah, like if it's something I'm comfortable with in the future, who knows? But I'm just saying that you don't go around, you shouldn't go around asking people, hey, let's talk about your dead best friend, as what was the word? As non-maliciously as you may ask it. Just saying. Once again, I'm not angry. I'm not calling you out. I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm just saying, Here we go. But yes. If anyone's new to the news, Puss did pass away in 2013. It's like 13 years ago, and all the iterations that you see of her in my animations and whatnot is just an attempt to immortalize my friend. How about you talk about Aloysius and how strong he is? That's another one. Man, you guys are you fucking stalkers. You busybodies. Don't stick your nose in shit you see on the ground, son. What's the matter with you? Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, as you can see, it's just me, Mike, and Amrul now left in the Salty Geese. No, TheCensorBar. Shit. There's a reason for that. Unfortunately, Aloysius and Neo have decided that this is not a journey they wish to continue in. So it's just left with me, Mike, and Amrul. So I'll leave it at that. But, this is just to quickly explain why it's just the three of us left. But yeah, just is Neo happy or okay? I think he's okay. I mean, nothing bad happened. I mean, nothing bad happened to them. So it's like, it's everyone's fine. Everyone's alive and kicking well. It's just they decided this is not a journey they wish to partake in anymore. That's fine. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work together, Sunders. You and me. We'll make it work for Amrul and Mike. What say you? So many plans that I wish to carry out over the years for Salty Geese. No, TheCensorBar. Fuck, TheCensorBar. Just taking different roads, I guess. Yep. That's a good way to put it. Taking different roads. But yeah, for Mike and Amrul, we'll make it work for them. Once again, I was saying, I got all these plans that I have in mind for the TheCensorBar. Like the animations, the what do you call it? The Sundeer characters. Nindy, Greg, Gerg. There's all these assets now that we have. The bar itself behind me. There's all these things that I want to do, but it just takes time, and I'm doing it alone. So I'm sorry if it's a little slow. In a planning, yeah. He has a lot of damage control to do a lot of damage control for Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. We got sidetracked again. What were we talking about before we got sidetracked with this again? Let me go up. Chat. We're talking about relatability characters. We're talking about how Mexicans aren't Spanish people. Vice versa. I still think otherwise, but just saying. But Neo works for Capcom. No, he does not. Neo does not. Nobody here works for Capcom. It's an inside joke. That we just repeat over and over again, just to mess around with each other. Speaking of which, did anyone find the chicken bulgogi clip? Did anyone find the clip before Twitch deleted all of the VODs from the channel? Which they did, by the way. Just saying, like, we used to highlight every stream that we made when we were the Salty Geese. Barring a few, like there was that one stream where we played. What was that game? Was it Drawful? No, it wasn't Drawful. Was it Drawful too, or was it the game where we all drew together with the chat? And unfortunately, I did not. I made the mistake of opening up the access to everybody. And during that game where we were playing this this game where we draw things and everyone else guesses, somebody came on and started Gartic Phone, yeah, Gartic Phone, yeah, I think it was Gartic Phone, yeah. We had a stream of Gartic Phone, and basically some random individual, I was gonna say rando, but some random individual joined the game, and he drew like a swastika and he said like "fuck niggers" or something like that, and just trying to get like a shock reaction from us in the stream, and so streams like that had to be deleted. But we tried to highlight every stream that we made in the past, and apparently, I think it was last year, maybe November, maybe December, like towards the end of the year, I logged on Twitch to change like the banner and whatnot, and it turns out that Twitch deleted 90% of all the VODs that we saved. You can't say that shit on Twitch, YouTube, man. I mean, I appreciate the concern, but for me, it's just a personal principle of mine to not partake in the linguistic hypocrisy of this slur game. If it's all right for me to use the word retard, if everyone's okay going around saying retard, I don't see the problem with using the word faggot. If it's okay for people to call white people, not that it's okay, but if people can get away with calling white people crackers, or what mayo, I think that what mayo maggots or something like that, then I like if what is okay, they're all okay. If you're gonna call if people are not gonna be punished for calling white people crackers, then in that same manner, if someone calls an Asian person a chink, or a black person a nigger, or what do you call it, like a Vietnamese guy a zipperhead, or like an Italian a guinea. Oh, I'm listing out the whole list. But if it's they're either one, it's either none of it's okay or all of it's okay. And I don't want to be a place where you feel like you have to walk around eggshells on this channel. That's the goal for this stream, by the way. Like when we started in episode 0 or episode 1, I did mention, I can't remember which episode, I'm sorry, but I did mention saying that we want, me, Amarul, and Mike want this podcast channel, this stream, to be a safe haven for honesty and truth, to speak your mind. You don't have to agree with us. We don't want an echo chamber, but you can speak your mind uncensored. The juxtaposition of calling ourselves the censor bar, I mean, that was the purpose of calling ourselves the censor bar. It's just a juxtaposition of what we want it to be. If we're going down the ship, we're going down together, Captain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like, once again, but I'm not, but that doesn't mean that, I'm going to start every stream. Oh, hi guys, welcome to the Censor Bar. Oh, wow, nigger faggot. No, I'm not going to, that's not the vibe that we want for the stream. It's just, we don't want to censor or be censored. And more importantly, for me personally, I don't wish to partake in, I try not to be a hypocrite as much as I can. And so if I'm going to go around using the word retard, faggot's going to be used. If I'm going to quote somebody saying the word cracker, and if it happens so, the same quote has the word nigger in it, I'm going to say it, because I'm not calling people I'm not calling people slurs. Truth and justice in American way. Superman. Wait, Rando, did you see the whole Koreans versus Sea Bros fiasco on Twitter recently? No, but I did see the tags on the side. What's that about? You want to teach? Oh, I mean, I would ask you to teach me, but we are approaching the 1 hour mark soon. And when we do, we're going to go on a 5-minute break to, what's the word for it? To 5-minute ad break. So I think subscribers, those of you who are subscribed on Twitch, won't get the ads, and I think if you have ad blockers, it doesn't work. The ads don't pop up too. But for everyone else, just in case, we are gonna go. You would get like 3 minutes of ads. That's the only way to avoid the pre-roll ads. Yeah, so we're gonna do that in like a minute or so. Check and enjoy the Be Right Back screen. Exactly. I mean, as long as it's justified in the conversation and not used to insult someone. Exactly, yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to encourage by speaking the way I do is to encourage critical thinking and to, well, no, that's too inaccurate. More like, I want to encourage context, understanding context. Am I calling a particular individual or group of people a particular slur for the sake of being intentionally derogative? Or am I quoting somebody? Am I joking? Am I, what's the word for it? I think those are the only two instances that make it okay. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just use the words I'm comfy with. Hey, you don't have to partake in this standard of mine. It's just my standard that I wish to, what do you call it? Practice. It's just my principles, my standards. You don't have to partake in it, but they're either all okay or none of them are okay. Context matters, basically. And we're going to go into a BRB soon. Be right back in 5 minutes. Go for a break, stretch, have some drink, have some water, go to the toilet or something. BRB, everybody. We'll be right back. Hurrah. Hurrah. Back. Everybody here? Everybody good? Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to attend to, but yeah, all right. We're back. How was your break? Everybody pissed, shat on the floor. Everybody did squats and sit-ups after that. Right. Okay, what's this story about? What was it? Korean bros versus C bros? What was that? SEA bros? Somebody, Koreans versus C bros fiasco. Yeah, what was that about? Hmm? Hmm? Let me know. Let me know. Tell us more lore of We Live in an MMO, Rando. Well, I would, but if I did, it would be spoilers, wouldn't it? I mean, I could probably, if you have questions, maybe if you have some questions about it, I could answer. But if it's spoilery, I'll let you know. Oh, took a dump and waffle stomped it. Oh, damn. I'll be leave some footprints on the walls next. Ugh. Okay, let's see here. From what I've seen is that there was a concert in Malay, and it seems that someone from Korea brought a big camera which wasn't allowed in the venue. It got clipped and went viral because the Korean camera dude was seen molding to the max to security even though he wasn't following venue rules. That pretty much kicked off an online back and forth. Well, it sounds like a non-issue. What? Okay. I mean, is that all? I mean, is that it? Just fucking chicken bulgogi, son. What the fuck? What's okay? Cool, I guess. I mean, he got home with his camera. The concert went without a hitch. I don't see any issues. The drummer sounds like a nothing burger. Exactly. I mean, is there more to it? Is that all? You gotta let me know, son. What happened to your co-host? Oh, by the way, some guy 1234X. Sorry for missing out on your message earlier. Maybe your I think you need guests, and then he said maybe your can AI read super chats. Maybe I can create like an AI bot that reads super chats. Very interesting. There's an idea. What happened to your co-host? They got fired. Both of them got fired. I'm what's left. The profits are all mine to keep now. Bro, make an AI Lou. Honestly speaking, I think I would make an AI Puss or an AI Nindy. I think that would suit the theme more, considering how Nindy's more in the forefront in the the censor bar lore. VTubers usually do that. Yeah. I'm aware. Was it Neurosama? I think your Pelanus, Nyanus, she does that too. Yeah, well, why not? Interesting. $3. What's $3? AI armor would be a world problem. Probably. Yeah, probably. Just sassy brown ass going around clapping everybody. God damn. I think that was the tip of the iceberg. Oh, the Sea Bros thing? That's interesting. I don't know. If that's all there is to it, I think there's more important things to talk about, son. You know what I'm saying? You know. But yeah. Interesting. I mean, I'm not saying it's uninteresting, but if there's more to it, it sounds like an interesting premise, but if there's nothing more to it than that, it kind of feels like petty. what was it? I read a comment earlier that I wanted to bring up. Harutomo does TTS chat in general with a chat message translator as well. Harutomo, that sounds. Is that a bot or is that a VTuber or streamer? Harutomo sounds like a bot. Unless you're telling me he as an individual does TTS chat. Katamari VTuber. Really? Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. For me, it's a little risky to use text to speech in my personal opinion. I mean, we already played Gartic Phone and we got that clown going around trying to, what was it, create shock value at everyone's expense. And then because we don't really have filters in the chats, or at least I don't want to, because I don't want to censor anybody or hold anyone's tongue when it comes to talking to us or with us. I imagine some bad actors would probably, what's the word for it? I don't know, spam slurs 100 times and then send like a donation before asking for a refund. You know what I'm saying? Bad faith actors, If anything's like, at least if it's not TTS, I get to manually pick it out and read it out loud. And also, based on some streamers that I see, those that have TTS on, sometimes they're like in the train of thought, and or they're talking about a serious topic, or they're just having a discussion in general. And all of a sudden, some what was it? Poopy McFart 9000 donated $50, and then it just interrupts the segment because the TTS is so loud, and it just overwhelms the stream for that particular moment. You know what I mean? Have it bleep curse words. It can be funny. It probably would be, but I don't know. It's just there are other factors that go into not wanting TTS to be activated. Yeah. Assholes who meme during serious topics are clowns. Yeah, things like that. Things like that. I think it got big because Koreans were making racist comments towards Southeast Asian people, which resulted in Southeast Asian bros to assemble together and fire back with a nuke. Ooh, goddamn, son. Oh, goddamn. You will rue the day you went against the collective arsenal of the Southeast Asian online community. Have you seen how toxic Filipinos and Indonesians get in Dota? Ooh, you picking fights with the wrong midget, son. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is a funny sight to see, though. I mean, I gotta admit, Southeast Asians are pretty fucking toxic when it comes to, like, online shit. We can get pretty wild. especially the fucking Filipinos and Indonesians. I have never run into such angry, angsty, and what do you call it? Such vitriolistic energy when I played Dota, like, 20 years ago. Was it 20 years ago? Yeah, well, like, close enough, like 18, 17 years ago. Southeast Asia are toxic. Aren't you toxic too? Well, probably, depending on how you look at it. Sure. God damn. It's funny, though. It's funny. Only C-bros can bully other C-bros. Yeah, there's so much infighting amongst Southeast Asian countries. But the moment there's a mutual enemy, the moment there's an outsider that just decides to villainize all of us, we turn our gaze from each other to that mutual enemy. That's how bad it gets sometimes. Oh, man. I'm toxic to woke character design. That's it. I mean, speaking as a Southeast Asian, I don't want that shit in my video games. I want my sexy women. I want my good stories. I want good gameplay. Your identity politics are not my fucking problem or concern, and you keep that shit away from children. All right? You are not entitled to other people's obligation to partake in whatever fucking fantasy world you've created for yourself and your identity. It's for you to contend with. The rest of us have shit that we got to deal in real life, and we want video games to be an escape, not a place to pat you on the back. You want Wuthering Waves, eh, Rando? I play Wuthering Waves. What do you mean I want Wuthering Waves? We're all the Indonesians it's so nice because they vent all the negativity and we're all the Indonesians I've encountered so nice because they vent all the negativity on Dota. Probably. Yeah, probably. That and League of Legends and PUBG. Oh, man. We had some Indonesian fans in the chat previously. I'm not sure where they went. If you're here in the chat, say hello, unless you don't want to dox yourself, but, you know, I don't want to speak for you, so if you're here, you know, you can speak for yourselves. I'm just speaking based on my experience. Okay. There was a few questions earlier that I wanted to bring up. Bad actors would try to get you banned, basically. Okay, I went too far. Okay. So there's some questions about MMO. Was there any other thing that I wanted to bring up? Kind of forgot. Yeah. Okay. I think that wasn't much. I think I'm overthinking this. Yeah. How many classes are there in the MMO series? I don't want to put a hard number on it, because if I do, it limits the potentiality of creating characters. And if I told you that, there's only 5 classes and we live in an MMO, then, you know, I kind of pigeonhole myself into that 5 classes, and then like, what if I want to create a 6th class? You know? Von Drupa, you're gonna get banned, son. Don't bring that shit here. 6, 7. I'm gonna time. Don't make me time you out, son. I'll fucking time you out. Swear to God. Indomie. Yeah, Indomie. Wasn't there? Oh man, if Amrul was here, I wanted to bring up like some Indomie. No, Maggie Me commercial that he saw in New Zealand. That one time, it was just so strange hearing Kiwis. What's the word for it? Promote Maggie Me. You're just so used to it being a Southeast Asian thing, and it being promoted with like Southeast Asian culture, language, accent. You hear like some, like you hear like a proper. It's gonna sound mean, but like a properly pronounced Maggie Me. Are you hungry? Eat some Maggie Me. It's so weird. Just saying. All right, just saying. All right. What was it? There was a comment that I wanted to bring up. Oh, Wuthering Waves. Okay, so the Wuthering Waves animations are fucking wild. Character expressions be killing me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching the Wuthering Waves collaboration animations. Every view count helps because it lets the client, it lets Kuro Games know that it's worth it to work with the content creators that they approach. Is that the right way to say it? I hope I'm not being inaccurate here. Yeah, it's a numbers game. As much as you, unfortunately, it's a numbers game. When you work with clients, they want to know that if they work with you and they pay you money, that there is a decent return for the cost they spent on you. It's just how it works when you work on collaborations. How about we can donate to change your avatar's appearance? You mean with channel points or something? That's interesting. But I mean, I got to create the assets first, and then I got to learn how to put it together in VC Face or something. Have you seen the Woo-Wah Super Cup video, the 1-hour fan animation video? Yeah, I made an animation for, I believe, last year's something similar, a similar event, but last year. It's like a 1-hour marathon of fan-created animations for Wuthering Waves. It's like a fan appreciation fest or something like that. But I do believe mine was the Summer Solaris event last year, around April, I think. I do believe mine was the Encore animation. I had the High Guard slot. Except mine was positively received. Ooh, what a jab. What a jab. I think it'd be badass if we could customize our own individual sun deer. Well, I mean, currently there's no way that I can think of that you, the chat, would be able to utilize these sun deer models apart from just understanding that they are the visual representation of you. By the way, if anyone here doesn't know what the sun deers look like, let me bring this up. Hopefully it's I'll just bring it up so you guys can see. Close. I believe this is the one. Yep. And should I put myself on screen? I guess so. Oh, I deleted. Okay, I'm not going to be on screen, but, you know, this is what the sun deers are. Transition. Did you see that? There you go. So there's the sun deers. Let me see if I can add myself. Oh, nah, I think I'll do that next time, yeah. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but your class was badass. Will we be getting my class? What class? I have a class? You gotta expand on that, the Jax. I'm not sure I follow. Remind me of your recent Wuthering Waves. I really love the staring typing joke. It almost had me watching your videos in loop. The jokes are so addictive. Well, thank you for saying so. Where did you get the reference? For the staring typing one? There was a meme that I saw a long time ago. I'll play it before. I'll see if I can find it and I'll play it for you. Just saying, the class about making faces for your comics. Oh, okay. You're talking about the... are you talking about the Colosso class? The one where I teach people how to draw faces and, like, animate a little bit. Is that the one you're talking about? It's like a course. Okay, okay. So no wonder I get confused. Okay, so I refer to it as a course. So when you use class, I was thinking, like, MMO class or, like, a classroom. And I'm thinking, I've never hosted a classroom before, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so thank you. You bought it? Well, thank you. Anyway, okay, that's enough of the sun deers. You guys know what you look like. All right. Yeah, well, I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much. You know what? Let me bring it up. I can bring up Colosso, you know. Until today, I forgot to... marketing. The release and the marketing for that course was so... Like, I fumbled it so bad because the course released and I did not make, like, a proper announcement for it. I just made, like, a quick tweet. Oh, it's released now. Oops. I'm not sure what happened, but something happened and I botched the announcement for it. Let's see. I think this is the one. Yep. Oh no, that's not the one. Let's see. Censor bar. Nope. Aha, there we go. Okay. Let's go to Colosso. I hope this doesn't come off as like, what do you call it? A shameless plug. That's not what it is. Studio mode and transition. All right. Can you see this? What the heck? Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's get rid of Mike and Admiral's loading. All right, here we go. And then we can centralize this thing. There we go. Yeah, so this is my course on Colosso.com. Colosso is like this online course site or something. Yeah. Jesus Christ, it's on sale. Whoa. Even I didn't know that. It's on sale. Whoa. I recently received like the invoice from Colosso. And they're like, congratulations, Rondo. This month your course sold 0 copies. Here's a receipt of $0. Yeah. This is my course. This is the video. Yep. I remember making this. You know, when I made the recordings for this course, I actually suffered from like, I disagree to the cookies. I suffered from like some flu that lasted like 3 weeks of like 3 weeks. I had like a cough. No, I had a flu that lasted 2 weeks, but the cough that followed after lasted 3 weeks. I coughed so bad that I actually inflamed my rib cage ligaments, like towards the center of your like sternum. Is it the sternum? The solar plexus. Like I accidentally. Was it accidentally? Well, basically, I inflamed the ligaments there, and it became hard to breathe and talk. And I'm like, well, you know what? What perfect timing! Right when I need to record like a. Well, how many lessons is this? How many lessons do I got here? I think it's like what, 18 lessons, 12 lessons. Where's the episodes? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 16 episodes. You know, and so if you listen carefully to some of these courses, if you bought the course, thank you very much. But if you did buy the course and you listen to some of the recordings, I'm like coughing like quite badly in some of these episodes. It's because some of the episodes were recorded while I was still recovering from the inflamed ribcage thing. Oh, man. Can we buy per lesson on Colosso? I don't think so. You got to buy the whole course, but you get lifetime access to it. So, yeah. If you're interested, feel free to get it. I teach you how to draw faces, how to animate quick, like simple animations, you know, nothing too complicated. The main focus is how to draw faces, you know. And but if you can't afford it, don't feel like you have to. It is kind of expensive. I have to admit, 156 USD, and that's after discount. I think before that it's like maybe 189 or something. I can't remember what the original price was, but you know, it's not for everybody. But if you are interested, please don't get it unless you can afford it. Please. Why is it so expensive? It's not my decision to make. I'm not sure if I can say this. Hopefully I can. But it's not my decision. If it were up to me, I would have made it much cheaper. But it's not my decision. The price, the final price is not my decision to make. To 1 USD, it's right beside your face. I'm not sure if that's the original price. Sometimes it's like you know, your typical website marketing thing. You know, it's like instead of $100, we'll make it 99.90, and then we'll make it 50% sale, original price 200. You know, I'm not saying Colosso does that. I'm just saying it's just so prevalent on the internet. Don't believe whatever numbers you see. Just look at the price that you have to pay currently, and you know, it's safer to think that you're not saving money. It's safer to think that, okay, this is the amount I'm gonna spend. All right. Anyway. Sorry for getting sidetracked a little bit. Use the code AMRUL is cool for a 100% discount. That's not cool. I get nothing out of it, and Colosso loses money. That's not cool. Ugh. 18 full courses, website hosting costs, some other stuff, inflation. Well, I'm not sure how much I can and cannot say. I do believe there's like some information I can't mention, just to respect like the privacy, no contract. Well, yeah, you're not too far off the point, I guess. Anyway. Before we get sidetracked again, Ghost Story Gaming, thank you for joining us. I woke up an hour ago, opened the stream, then fell back asleep. I'm back, but I'm working too. How we doing? How did you fall back asleep, wake up, and immediately find yourself in the office? That's amazing. Unless you're working from home. Didn't someone suggest sun bigots and sun racist back when you were deciding names for us? Yeah, I remember that. Sun bigots, sun racist. I think somebody went to say something along the lines of like eggies or something like that, like goose eggs, because we were called salty geese back then. And, you know, that was before we re-Christianed ourselves as sun deer, the censor bar. And we had all this theme going for us. Yeah, so, you know, sun bigots, sun rays. I think somebody said something bulgogis as well. Somebody said bulgogis, which is why within the opening animation there was that inside joke when Puss and Rando were deciding what to call the sun deers. I keep forgetting the comment that I wanted to bring up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I don't want to miss out on something. Oh no, we got sidetracked earlier. Changing the avatar's appearance based on donations. Right. Yeah, I think you were referring to like if they donate a certain amount, and then maybe I don't know. Like I've seen other VTubers do it, and some streamers where at a certain amount of, I think, bits or donations, basically if you redeem something, you can, there's like this hand that pats you on the head or something like that. And then others, they throw objects at the character or something. But that requires a level of integration that I am not familiar with yet. You know, as complicated as everything looks, probably it's not complicated. It's a really simple setup. What you're looking at, it's just a background image with 3D models in the front. That's it. There's no other integration. You could say we want to keep the streams as simple and neat and, you know, straightforward, but it's actually also because of how much limited knowledge I have in these things. I'm just trying to make it work as best as I can. What do you think of Digimon Time Stranger? For me, story is meh. I don't know. All I've seen of Digimon Time Stranger is the clips and screenshots of everybody gathering all the sexy women Digimon, Angie Woman, that what BDSM on, the one with the black mask, and I think Whip. What happened to Digimon? I mean, Digimon's doing the monsters look like human thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Pokemon's just making like furry shit. You know, but I mean, that's all I've seen of Digimon Time Stranger. It's just a lot of the Digimon now just look like women in costumes, and I'm like, you know what? I like this. This is a direction that I can approve. Two sides of the same coin. Hey, no. One is animals made to look like humans. The other is humans made to look like they're wearing costumes. These are not the same. The ultimate goal would be to have a VIP or top donors to be random models in the back at the bar, idle animating to raise a hand to get another drink. Ah, that's interesting. That's interesting. If I can integrate something like that, that would be really interesting. That would really make it a little immersive, wouldn't it? It's like you guys are actually in the bar. That's interesting. I'll take note of that. But once again, it does require a level of technical know-how that I currently do not have. And so I'll look into it. But currently, you guys are just going to make do with, like, animations. You know? Like this one. This one's my favorite. I can't wait to use this. Like, actually use this. What do you think? What do you think? That's a you retard. I just sat down and I feel called out. No, it's not directed at anybody. That's not directed at anybody. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to use animations like that. You know what I'm saying? I have all these animations lined up for specific events. You know, like you some of you have seen the donation and the sub event ones. I got like a few more animations for specific amounts, if not reactions. So, you know, but I don't want to show everything at once. I want it to be natural. I want it to be a surprise when it happens. Will we see Lou and the gang in swimsuits when the year of summer comes? Ah, swimsuit episode. Well, I mean, for us guys, we're just going to look like we're naked in front of the screen because you can't see our trunks. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to clip this and use it as a GIF on Discord. Oh, don't worry. I plan to use it on Twitter as well eventually when the opportunity calls for it. What was it? Somebody brought up something. There we go. Devi Woman. Devi Woman and Angie Woman was someone fetish OC. Oh, come on. Someone's just horny. It's not a fetish, son. It's just someone's horny. That's it. It's just scantily clad women, Digimon. Oh, my God. We never got a Who Killed Captain Alex stream, by the way. Oh, is that movie that we wanted to watch one day? Who knows? Who knows? We might do it one day, a movie watch along. But right now, we're more of a podcast channel focusing on anime, games, and manga, and anything in between. So, you know, chances are low, but never say never. You know what I'm saying? I'm super curious to know what got you into 3D recently. Well, that's a good question. Let me think about it. What got me into 3D? Going back to why I created these 3D assets to begin with. I think it was I wanted to create VTuber models for at the time Mike, Neo, Amrul, and myself. But I think it was easier to create 3D 3D versions. For some reason, I can't remember exactly why I decided on 3D. all I know is because I created the 3D assets for us and for the remaining characters for Greg. Okay. It's because of Greg, Gerg, Nindy, and Puss. I wanted them to be part of the lore, like actual lore. And so if I were to create like live 2D assets for us, it would feel a little disconnected if everyone else was 3D. And so I decided that, all of us would be 3D. Yeah, it's the consistency for the characters. Like everybody's 3D. And I decided to use a PS1 style graphics because I'm not good in this 3D stuff. And so I expected things to break and get the character models would what's the word for it? They would fold into themselves because I'm not really good at all this rigging and texturing and everything. And so I thought if I stuck with the PlayStation 1 style, it would fit the style if the models break or sort of walk into each other and if the models are not like very well animated. It allows me to keep things rough and messy because it's the PS1 style. If I were to make everything, initially I wanted to make everything like proper high definition models, proper like anime style cell shaded Genshin Impact Wuthering Waves looking characters. But it would have taken way too much time for myself to do it. And if I wanted to hire people and pay someone else to do it, it would cost thousands of dollars per model. And so I thought, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. But but in order to work with my limitations, I gotta do it in a way that allows me to make mistakes, but the mistakes seem natural. And so I stuck with the PlayStation 1 style, low polygon. I mean, that's what they call it. The PSX style, low poly, depending on how you want to call it. It was revealed to me by the microplastics in my brain. Yeah, probably. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, so that's why I created the 3D models, and then creating the 3D models for the TheCensorBar. The when I created Puss and Nindy and Greg and Gerg, and then I created the models for myself, Mike, and Amrul. I thought to myself, well, why don't I just create a 3D model of Lou, and then I would have the entire Randowiz cast as 3D models, and then now I can fuck around with them and create animations for them for the Randowiz channel. So it's kind of like a two birds with one stone kind of thing, but it wasn't my intention to turn Randowiz into a 3D animation initially. It just kind of just naturally came into place because I already had the assets for Rando and Push. And so I created a Lou model as well. And then I also decided to integrate her into the TheCensorBar brand. She's now the manager. Previously in the Salty Geese, when we were the Salty Geese, Lou was kind of like a passing character, like just a character that you could randomly get in your donations and such. But there was no concrete like place for her in the Salty Geese lore, and so I decided to change that when we rebranded as the Salty Geese, as the TheCensorBar. I'm sorry, I keep messing it up. Dude, for someone who just started 3D, the animations you do are chef's kiss. Well, I did work with 3D back when I was in animation school, but I never liked the subject because it was so dry and boring, and everybody was. You could not animate as poorly as I do right now if you wanted to pass the what do you call it, the module, the 3D module in animation school. So what I'm doing now is fun because the characters are constantly breaking. That's why in the 3D animation for the Randowiz one, the models were just like I purposefully added the scenes where the characters go through each other, they go through the floor, they kind of like break apart in animations. You know, it's all on purpose because it's it's just to let everybody know this is the level of animation you are going to receive. So don't expect too much. Yeah. I dig it. The prologue was a throwback to me playing Final Fantasy VIII, so it was a nice hook for me. Yeah, if you couldn't already tell, or for those of you who are not familiar with it, the animation is heavily inspired by Final Fantasy VIII's interactions. Because Final Fantasy VIII was one of the first Final Fantasies I ever played, and so it left a really big impact on my young boy heart. God damn. Looking up Rinoa hentai when I was 10 years old was one hell of a step in the development of my brain. Okay. I'm revealing too much information here. Yeah, so it's based on Final Fantasy VIII. Some might say Final Fantasy IX, but Final Fantasy IX's got a more rounded text box feel, whereas Final Fantasy VIII is the really rectangularish. Or am I remembering incorrectly? Yeah. Okay, let me scroll up again. I think I missed a few comments as I was reciting why I did 3D. It's recently announced Sengoku Basara is being delisted from PlayStation stores. Oh, why? So weird. Was it Zenlo Zone Zero or the NSFW of Overwatch stuff? For what? Oh, for the 3D thing. You know, I actually downloaded the free Zenlo Zone Zero models just to see how they rigged the characters. You know, how they gave them jiggle physics, how they gave them, like, how they made the characters move, I guess. Because once again, I'm not familiar with all this 3D stuff, so I was trying to find as many references as I could. And so the Zenless Zone Zero models actually kind of helped in rigging the characters that you see here. Rando never got influenced by the shiniest butt of FF. That box will. I know what you're talking about, son. You fucking... You fucking pervert. I know what you're talking about. It's yellow and shiny. You fucking pervert. Oh my god. Yeah. The shiny butt. Oh, I can't. That has to have been done on purpose. There is no way that at such low fidelity in 3D models that the 3D models were so low in fidelity. They were low polygon. The textures were blurry as shit. And yet, for some reason, you could tell that a certain character's butt was shiny as hell. God damn. They had their priorities right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Ragdoll physics or something. Okay, I don't think I missed anything else. Yeah, okay. I can just skip to the bottom. I want to see an animation of Rando and the gang fucking around doing mocap. Well, actually, the mocap that you see, the mocap animations that you see, those are all from a website called Mixamo. Mixamo. It's like a library of free mocap data that you can download, and if you do it right, you can connect the mocap data to the 3D models of your characters. And so some of the things that you see, like the dance with Lou, the female Sundeer, and Nindy, that one was through... Oh no, that was MMD. That was like an MMD dance. But was it the subscription animation where you got all the Sundeers dancing together with Mike, Rando, and Amrul and Push on the radio, on the jukebox. Yeah, those were mostly mocap animations. Except the Rando, Amrul, and Mike dance. That one was hand animated. Oh, in a time of 360p, they decided this butt must be 1080p. Yeah, yeah. I swear to God. Sharp as a dagger, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. I believe we need a We Live in an MMO animation. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It's on the bucket list, that's for sure. 3D. Okay, you lost me. You lost me right there. You lost me. Make a rando doing the Omni-Man squat meme. Isn't that just twerking? Goddamn. All right, we're getting off topic here. What was it? We want to talk about some certain things. You know, speaking of Final Fantasy VIII, I wanted to share this with Amrul and Mike because we talked about it last week about, you know, the Horizon Hunting Ground. I think it was Hunting Ground. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, the game with the body positive character. You know, now that's body positive character. In my personal opinion, that's faggot speak for fat, obese, and unhealthy. You're not doing them any favors when you call them body positive, son. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think this is it. Check it out. Final Fat SE. Apparently this, I'm not sure if this is true, but apparently this is the official US PlayStation magazine issued in 2003. Final Fat SE. What if your favorite characters let themselves go? Let me read it to you. I think it's a little difficult to read it. But let's see here. Double jumping just got a whole lot more difficult for Jackson Dexter. Ooh. This was my favorite, the one with Yuna. Ever since Titus disappeared, Yuna's turned to food for comfort. God damn, dude. That's so fucking funny. They knew how to have fun with this. I swear to God. That's so funny. Let me see the other one. Want to know the real reason Tomb Raider was delayed? You're looking at it. That's so funny. It looks like Sly's next adventure won't involve any sneaking around in the shadows. What is this, man? People knew how to have fun back then. And then Tammy Vercetti. I think that's from Grand Theft Auto. Maybe Grand Theft Auto 3 or maybe like Vice City or something. Once again proves that Hawaiian shirts are only for frat guys and fat guys. Tammy Vercetti. God damn, son. I'm not sure if these were photoshopped or if these were like modded. It has to be photoshopped because the Yuna one's a poster, right? That's so funny. That's really funny. And this is why I think it's Final Fantasy VIII. This one's fucking fun. So got me, dude. Final Fantasy God, it's so fucking funny. And I found this. I think I found this this entire like thread as a response to like the latest character reveal in the Horizon what do you call it? Hunting Grounds. That's the word for it. Looks like it awakened the passion of Rule 34 artists. What, this? Probably. Who knows? Who knows? You run into some wild shit when you look for hentai. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show everybody. But yeah, since I showed it to you, I'll probably just find something else to share with Mike and Amrul next week. So interesting. So interesting. Is there randoiz on Rule 34? I believe there is. I believe there is. Yeah. I think people have mentioned seeing like Rule 34 of like Rando and Lou or something. I don't actively check it out myself. But you know, I mean, you're free to do so if you want, if that's your thing. But you know, I do believe there has been a few. I remember one of the first few. I remember the first fan art. I've said this story before, but I'll say it again, just for fun. But I remember, I think it was 2017 or maybe 2018. I got my first like fan art, like NSFW fan art of Rando. Somebody sent me a fan art of Rando, looking at his dick, and apparently the dick's got like thick eyebrows and is angry and throbbing. And I went, well, that's creative and smart. That's fucking funny. But why the fuck did you send this to me? did you did you think I was gonna go, hey man, thanks for drawing my dick with eyebrows? Like, what do you want from me? What are you doing sending it to me in a DM? It was like on a Patreon DM, if I remember correctly. What are you? And I remember thinking, well, I mean, it's funny, but what do you want from me? What do you expect me to say? What's the matter with you? Oh, man. Oh, this is so funny. I'm thinking about it. It is funny. Those feds do be limit breaking. What's up? You fucker. Limit break. I'm talking about the weighing scale. Sorry, you're gonna hit me a few more times to use Renzo Kuken. God damn. Not the FLCL eyebrows. Yeah, I think that was probably the inspiration he had for the character, the fan art. You know, the NSFW fan art. I think I've also had like hentai artists send me, funnily enough, safe for work fan art of Lou. And I thought that was really nice of them to do so. You know, they could have easily drawn NSFW versions of her, but they sent me like, hey, I like your work. Here's like, I drew Lou in my style. That's nice. Who knows what happens behind the paywall, but you know, I found that to be a gesture worth being grateful for. That's just me. Hold on. Let's grab a drink. All right. Somebody asked earlier. By the way, what made you stick with what's your passion for this long? I'm having a hard time doing that. Oh, that's a deep question. It's not a question that I can immediately answer right at the top of my head. I think it's got to do with like purpose and meaning. You know? You got to do what you enjoy, that's for sure. But if it doesn't provide a sense of purpose or meaning to yourself, or rather, if you find something that provides meaning and purpose to you, I think it's easier to hold on to it when things get rough. You know? Yeah. I mean, the easy answer is, oh, I like doing it, so you know, it's what I want to do, so I never gave up. I guess it's you could say that, but it feels a little shallow to me because it's still got to be able to keep you alive financially. It still also has to. It's got to be able to support you. You could really enjoy doing something, but if it's not gonna keep you alive, it's hard to keep that around, you know? Which is probably the reason why people give up on their their supposed dreams, I guess, passions, probably. I was lucky enough to be able to earn from Randoiz back in 2016 when I started on Patreon. And when I decided to stop Patreon, I think in 2020, I believe it was maybe late 2019, right before COVID hit. But in 2020, when I decided to stop Patreon, um, I actually thought of stopping Randoiz. I think a couple of years after that, you know, the year where I went to my first convention, the Animangaki one in Malaysia, when they invited me there. That was kind of like the last thing I did, or rather, this was the sequence of events. I had decided that maybe it's time to put Randoiz down and then find a proper job that could provide some stable income because um, at that point I finished my personal savings. You know, I've been running on savings from 2020 to 2022. So within those 2 years, you know, it was during the time where I created um, the supporter function on randoiz.com. Sorry. Because after I left Patreon in 2020, I tried to migrate to Pixiv Fanbox. But the reality of the situation is whenever you leave a platform, you are lucky if anyone follows you to the next platform. And so the people who followed me to Pixiv Fanbox and subscribed there was dismal compared to the number of people who were supporting me on Patreon. And so it became unsustainable to remain only on Pixiv, which was what started the implementation of the subscriber function on randoiz.com. Because at the time I did not want to be held by any other platform's rules, because who knows how things might have changed. And you can only move out from a platform that you disagree with so many times before people just decide, man, this guy's moving around too much, you know, like, fuck it. And so it was unsustainable on Pixiv because I wasn't earning as much. I mean, I'll be honest. On Patreon, at the time I was earning like what 3,000. That's local currency, like 2,500, 2,000 to 2,500 a month. It's not much, but you know, it was way more than I needed to feel comfortable, and it was a really comfortable amount to be earning for me and my situation back then. And when that stopped, when I moved to Pixiv Fanbox, that 2,500 to 3,000, that 2,000 to $2,500 dropped to like what was it, like $200, $300 a month. Oh shit! And so that was unsustainable because it forced me to eat into savings. And at the time, COVID just hit, and so everybody was being very conservative with their money, and rightfully so. Um, and basically, what happened was eventually, towards the end of 2022, as I think it was towards the end of, was it the end of 2022? I can't remember exactly when, but when I implemented the subscriber function on randoiz.com, the people who subscribed there, although there were a number of them and I'm grateful for them, it still was not enough to provide confidence that Rando was something I could stick with if I wanted to support not just myself but my family too. And so I do believe that it was in the beginning of 2022 that I decided that I'm going to give myself till the end of this year. If things don't improve, I'm putting Rando Wiz down and I'm going to go focus on something that's more sustainable for the sake of my family. And a few months after that, that's when I was invited to attend what do you call it? The convention in Malaysia, the Animangaki event. You can even see the video. I made like a really bad vlog about it on YouTube. But I was contemplating not going because I was already kind of like depressed. I was like, oh, I'm going to give up on Rando Wiz by the end of this year. I don't see the point on going to this convention. But my mother convinced me, just go. You know, if it's the last thing you do for Rando Wiz, just go, see what happens. You know, who knows how things might change. And after, and so I decided, okay, I'll go. And a few months after that, I think it was a few months, maybe like a couple of months after that invitation to Animangaki, I was offered to create my first plushie with Makeshift. If you guys remember the first Puss plush. So I thought, okay, yeah, maybe this might work. You know, Makeshift. I mean, I got my comments about Makeshift now. But at the time, they could not have come at a better time because I was about to give up on Rando Wiz. And so when what do you call it? And so going to the Animangaki convention, that's the word for it, in combination with the Puss plush selling as well as it did, the original, the first one, not the glow in the dark one, but the first one, it provided a morale boost to stick with and keep trying Rando Wiz. Because those were the two opportunities that arrived, that I was lucky enough to arrive at the time that they did. And basically, why am I telling you this? Well, basically, the question earlier was how do you stick with your passion for so long? What I'm trying to say is it's difficult. It's fucking difficult. Sometimes you're pushed to the brink of wanting to give up. And if you don't have the opportunity to be convinced that your passion is worth sticking with, more often than not, you do give up. But the idea is to try and stick with it for as long as you can. Because sometimes the opportunities don't reveal themselves up till the very end. You know? It's like a piece of advice I tell others who find themselves in a situation where they don't know whether or not it's going to work out. And my advice to them is always, you know, just with the sincere spirit of honest, like with the honest spirit of sincerity, keep trying. You know, keep trying, don't give up, because you never know when life's going to throw the opportunity at you to succeed. Nobody knows when the ball is coming, but are you prepared to receive it when it's thrown at you? Or are you going to keep your hands down and the ball flies past you and you don't even realize that you missed an opportunity? How are the rando groupies? Very lonely. It's just me. We got 3 beds, but it's just me. The room still got messy, though, just saying. Mm. And so, yeah, I mean, it's not, I mean, I've never really thought about how to put this answer into words. So forgive me if the answer was a little long winded and a little all over the place. I've never really had the opportunity to explain that entire ordeal. Uh, yeah, like I appreciate you asking me because now you've let me know that there's definitely a better way to answer that question. But I hope my answer so far currently is enough to explain. Couldn't agree more. I was absolutely burnt after school, and I kind of just coasted away from my passion of writing because life kept moving. Now I'm pretty content just homebrewing every Friday. What does homebrewing mean? What does that mean? Thank you for the detailed answer. I have a huge problem with life getting in between me and my passion constantly. It's even harder because I live in a place where art is looked at in a not so great way. I cannot even start with AI stuff, but what you said just gave me the right boost. Yeah. So here's my opinions about that. You know, like we live in an age where uh, AI is now a thing. You know, don't be ashamed to use AI to assist you, right? It's a person like personally for me, so long as AI assists and does not replace, there should be no qualms about using it. You know, I mean, there's this like vitriolistic attitude towards AI by some people, and I get it. You know, I especially like artists and creators. There's like this animosity towards AI because they feel like they're going to be replaced. But to me personally, so long as AI is not used to replace and instead is used to assist, I see no issue with it. Like at all. Like if you don't know how to draw a certain landscape or perspective, you can ask AI to give you like an example. Maybe it can spark some ideas. But there's a difference between using the image that AI provided to create your own version and just copy pasting the image and then saying, "Look at what I made." You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting it in the best words possible, but I'm trying to formulate my words as I think about it. Sorry if it's a bit messy. I just want AI to do my chores. Same, same. Uh, ALM, LLM, use it for medicine, and that's it. You see, but yeah, I know. So I understand the animosity, somewhat, not completely, but I do empathize with it. But we live in an age where it now exists, and so I think the main issue is that people it's a tool that's currently being abused, and the reason why it's being abused is because there's no repercussion for abusing it. It's like when the analogy that I think of sometimes in this topic is akin to, imagine the hammer being invented for the first time. Nobody knows how good or the potential for good that a hammer could do. And so everyone's running around with a hammer bashing everyone else's skulls in with it. And they're not being reprimanded for it. So basically a tool has been created and it's currently being abused, and the abusers are getting away with the abuse. And so the hammer is being looked at negatively. But the hammer could also contribute in building architecture. Yeah, people nailing each other, exactly. So I think that's where we currently stand with AI. Now, obviously, I don't I'm still coming to terms with. I still disagree that artists had their art put into AI banks without their knowledge or permission. But then I've also heard the argument, well, what if somebody saw your art and recreated a version based on his, like what if a human took your art and then used it as reference to create a version of his? Isn't that kind of the same thing? It gets a little messy. You know what I'm saying? I think the main issue is the goddamn ecology. I only know ecology from Monster Hunter. What does that mean? All right. Anyway, how did Mike become a dual-wielding swordsman and we live in an MMO? I gave Mike and Amrul their favorite weapons when we play games together. So for me, it's I usually like playing fist weapons and greatsword, but more so greatsword. Amrul likes playing the mage more often than not. Michael likes dual bladers, agility, speed, and so using that what do you call it? Knowledge of their favorites. I implemented that into We Live in an MMO. What is AA and BA? What do you mean by this? The Jacks kept getting stuck in dead-end jobs. Got my girl through school. She let me return to get AA and BA. What is AA and BA? Could you teach me? Hmm. Home brewing equals brewing at home. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Delau. Home brewing. Yeah. Sure. Brewing at home. Okay. Associates in arts and bachelor in arts. Okay. Interesting. Types of degrees. I only know Celsius and Fahrenheit. Can't wait to see in a future comic on when Rando stops using his greatsword in We Live in an MMO. Oh, you mean? Okay, yeah. Because the earlier chapters you saw the greatsword. Yeah. It's all planned out. I'm just slow. You have no idea. What I have in mind for We Live in an MMO. I'm just slow. Unfortunately. God damn it. All right. Well, we kind of went a little overboard. It's almost 2.5 hours here. I try to keep the podcast episodes around 2 hours because that's like, I feel like that's what do you call it? A healthy amount to have. But I got a question for everyone who's currently here. If we started the stream half an hour ago, what time would it be for you then? Like what time would it be for you 30 minutes ago? Random gonna summon Chebok against the guards. Doesn't Chebok mean wipe ass? Isn't that like Malay or Indonesian for wipe ass? Hey, brother, did you Chebok already? Is that what you mean? Wasabi? 3 p.m., 11 p.m., 8 p.m., 5 p.m. It kind of feels like okay. Watch out. The pail exists, but water is absent. I live in an Eastern time, so around 8 a.m. is good for me. Okay, that's interesting. Because the three of us, Amrul, Mike, and I are like rediscussing the time that we should stream at. Currently, because we are fighting with time zones, especially between us and Amarul. Amarul being 5 hours ahead, which is one hell of a gap to try and accommodate. So, we are trying to find like a time that's woke up at 5 a.m. to catch today's. I'm so sorry, the Jags. You have to wake up so early. But what would the time be half an hour ago for you? 7 a.m. Sorry, that's what you said earlier. 7 a.m. Okay. Okay. Because I'm sorry, we were rediscussing what time to stream that would better fit everyone's schedule, or at least where everyone sacrifices equally, so that one person doesn't feel like the podcast streams are the commitment to the podcast, so that we want the sacrifice for the podcast to be equal. That way, it doesn't feel like one person is sacrificing more than the other when it comes to, sleep and how late to stream it is. Yeah, I'm alone with you. What does that mean? What does that mean? Don't revolve around me. The others outweigh the need of me. Oh, that's what you say, son. Your donations speak otherwise. I would believe that if you would allow me to ban you from donating. Backward, but that's just me. Bump it forward by like an hour, then backwards. But that's just me. Yeah. I mean, we're currently in discussion. We thought it was a good idea to start at the time that we did, but after streaming for like 5 episodes, not including this one, 5 episodes, we're like, maybe we might want to rediscuss when to start streaming again. Okay, but thank you for letting me know the timings that you guys are in. I'll take note. I'll bring it up with them next week. All right. I think we can call it a stream. I'm sorry the stream got a little rambly. I really wanted to talk more about, like, the state of games and anime and manga. But things got a little sidetracked, I guess, towards the end. Hopefully when Michael and Amarul return. Oh no! I just remembered, Amarul's not coming next week. I'm so sorry. Amarul's not coming next week. He mentioned he's not free next week. But when we have Mike again next week, well, we can talk about more games, anime, and manga stuff. How about that? And the current state of how everything's shit now. Ooh, I swear to God, indie games cannot take over fast enough. Oh, Japan cannot pass the laws to prevent any form of butchering to their mediums overseas any faster. You gotta pass that law, son. I swear to God. It's nice to sidetrack here. What do you mean we weren't in subject? I don't know. I felt like we were talking about games and whatnot earlier in the stream, and then it just became like a personal rambling in the past like half an hour. My bad. Everything is shit. Just use Chebok. What's up? You gotta stop, sir. Next thing you know, you're licking your hands thinking it's Nutella, but it's something else. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, we're gonna call it a stream. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone who's here on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, X, and Rumble. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Sorry, it's just me today. Sorry, we got a little sidetracked towards the end. But thank you for your time and for your sacrifices. Some of you woke up really early today. And we'll talk more next week. We'll talk more about shit that we like, we don't like next week. We'll be more uncensored next week. No pixels, no blurs, no whiteouts. All raw, son. All raw. No text. What is this? What is this? Otsukare-sama deshita. Ah. Otsukare. All right. Time to get to the ending screen. Hold on. I want to make sure that the credit roll has the appropriate names. Is it loading? Oh, yeah, it is Valentine's Day tomorrow, isn't it? Well, that kind of fucking sucks. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Hopefully this doesn't break. Yeah, okay. A special thanks to the Lao. Congratulations for being the only one on the screen tonight. Spotlight's on you, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, man, Amrul's so cool. Hope to see him again on the stream. You gotta stop using your burner account, Amrul. You can't hide from me anymore. The Jack's Queen. No. Do not make me end the stream faster than I intend to. Alright, well, that was fun. Thank you for keeping me company, everybody. Hope to see you again next week. We'll talk about more gay shit next week. Eh? How about that? Take care, everybody. Oh, shit! The Jacks, no! No! What's the matter with you? Okay, hold on. Does it refresh if I do this? Okay, it works. God damn it. All right. Well, we'll let the credits scroll one more time, and then we'll call it. All right. Well, that was nice. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you to Jax for the last minute subs. Thank you to Lau for the earlier sub. Take care.